Hi everyone, welcome to this short Portuguese grammar video. In this video, we'll talk about how to express the possessive using dele, deles, dela, or delas. If you saw my previous video on possessive pronouns in Portuguese, you'll know that there is a long list of these possessive pronouns that inflect based on who owns the object, as well as the gender and the number of the object. If you're not clear on this, be sure to reference my previous video on this subject. But one thing you'll notice is that many of these possessive pronouns take on the same form, whether it's you or yours, whether it's his or hers, or whether it's theirs. So, if we don't have the context, how do we know who is owning the object? Well, there's a way that we can make this more clear in Portuguese. This is the dele, dela, deles, or delas construction, which is literally a contraction of the preposition de plus the nominative pronoun, ele, eles, ela, or elas, depending on who owns the object. So it's literally of him, of her, or of them. So, for example, if I wanted to say it is his dog, I can use the possessive pronoun and say é seu cachorro. But if the context doesn't make it clear whether I'm saying his dog or your dog or their dog, I can say é o cachorro dele. Or literally, it is the dog of him or of he. Notice the placement of this construction. It doesn't go where you'd expect it when we say his or hers, but rather at the end after the noun. É o cachorro dele. It is the dog, literally, of him. Another example is they are their plants. São suas plantas with the possessive pronoun, or we can say são as plantas delas. They are the plants of them. Again, this contraction of de with the nominative pronoun goes after the item that is being owned. Additionally, this dele, dela, deles, delas only changes based on who is actually owning the object. It does not inflect for the gender or the number of the object that is being owned. So be aware of that, as well as where you're putting it in a sentence. Now you know how to express possessives using dele, dela, deles, or delas in Portuguese. Thank you.